Welcome! Today we're diving into one of the most fundamental topics for your O-level biology studies. How in the world do plants create the next generation? It's a fascinating story, so let's get right into it. So let's kick things off with a bit of a crisis. This is the Cavendish banana. You know, the one you probably have sitting in your kitchen right now. Well, it's in some serious trouble, threatened by a single disease that could actually wipe it out completely. So you have to ask, right? Why is this huge, multi-billion-dollar industry so incredibly fragile? Well, the answer is hidden in the way these banana plants reproduce, and it's going to teach us a powerful lesson about risk and reward in the natural world. See, to solve the problem of survival, plants have evolved two amazing, but totally different strategies to pass on their genes. The best way to think about it is like this: the clone versus the remix. Getting your head around these two paths is absolutely key to nailing this topic. All right, let's quickly lock in the official definitions. Asexual reproduction is all about making perfect, identical copies from just one parent. Think of it like a biological photocopier. But sexual reproduction? That's about mixing up the genes from two parents to create something completely new and different. Okay, so let's dig into that first strategy, what I'm calling the art of the copy. How does it work? And maybe more importantly, why do plants even bother with it? Well, plants have gotten really clever at cloning themselves. You've got potatoes using underground tubers, strawberries sending out these runners across the ground, and yep, bananas growing from suckers at their base. Now, the power of this method is its sheer speed and efficiency. It's fantastic for quickly populating an area. But the peril, is its greatest weakness. With zero genetic variation, every single new plant is a vulnerable, identical clone. And this brings us right back to our banana problem. See, all Cavendish bananas are clones. This means if one of them is susceptible to a disease, like this Panama disease fungus, then all of them are. There's no genetic lottery ticket, no chance for one of them to have a natural resistance. So, that huge risk is the perfect reason to check out nature's alternative. If cloning is a high-stakes gamble, then the remix of sexual reproduction is the powerful solution. Let's see how it works. This whole strategy revolves around combining genetic info from two parents. Special cells called gametes are created, and when they fuse together during fertilization, they create a totally unique offspring. And that uniqueness is what gives the species its crucial advantage: genetic diversity. And where is the headquarters for this whole operation? It's the flower. It's not just there to look pretty. It's an incredibly sophisticated piece of biological engineering designed for one main purpose: sexual reproduction. Every single part of the flower has a super specific job. You've got the male part, the stamen, which produces pollen, then the female part, the carpel, is built to receive that pollen and then protect the future seed down in the ovary. And of course the petals and sepals, they're all about attraction and protection. Okay, so you've got the male bits in the pollen and the female bits in the ovule. Great. But how do you get them together? This is what we call the pollination problem. Plants have basically come up with two main solutions. Either use insects as a delivery service, or just throw pollen to the wind and hope for the best. And what's so cool is how the flower's design is perfectly adapted to its method. Insect-pollinated flowers are bright, flashy, and smell nice, while wind-pollinated flowers are, well, they're much more functional and produce tons of pollen. But wait, there's another choice to make. There's self-pollination, where a plant pollinates itself. It's really reliable, but you get less genetic variation. On the other hand, you have cross-pollination, moving pollen between different plants. It's a bit riskier, but it maximizes that all-important genetic remix, giving the species a much better shot at adapting over time. So once a grain of pollen lands on the right kind of stigma, this incredible journey begins. A tiny tube starts to grow from the pollen grain, tunneling its way down through the style, heading for the ovary. The male nucleus travels down this tube, and finally, it fuses with the female nucleus in the ovule. That moment is fertilization, the very beginning of a new, genetically unique life. So fertilization is complete, and what do we have? A seed! It's this amazing little package containing a tiny plant embryo and its own packed lunch, a food store, all wrapped up in a tough, protective coat, just waiting for the perfect moment to start growing. But what is that perfect moment? What actually triggers a seed to sprout or germinate? Well, this classic experiment, which you'll probably do in class, is designed to show us exactly what's needed. each of these test tubes is testing a different condition. And here's the key takeaway, the thing you absolutely have to remember. For most seeds to spring to life, they need 3 essential things. They need water to wake up all the chemistry inside, they need oxygen so they can breathe and use that packed lunch for energy, and they need warmth because all the enzymes doing the work are pretty picky about temperature. Now notice what's not on that list: light. It's a common mistake, but most seeds don't actually need light to germinate. So let's bring it all home. We've got our 2 grand strategies. On one side, you've got the fast, reliable copy and paste of asexual reproduction, perfect for a stable environment, but super vulnerable. And on the other, the creative, resilient, remix, and innovate of sexual reproduction, which creates all the variation needed to survive in a changing world. That genetic diversity, the amazing result of countless remixes over millions of years, is so precious that we've literally built fortified vaults like this one in Svalbard to protect it. We're saving life's blueprint to guard our food crops against catastrophes, like the very one our poor banana is facing. It's really a testament to how important both these strategies are. So which one is actually better? Well, the brilliant answer from biology is neither. They are both incredibly successful solutions to the timeless challenge of making more life, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. If you found this explainer helpful for your O-level biology studies, please make sure to subscribe to Spotwork Learning and give this video a like. We've got a lot more explainers on key topics coming your way very soon, so stay tuned.